good use.
Now, here's Price. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Bulls ball.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading the league at 41%. They also are number one in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Daugherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Ehlo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right.
You know, you look at Daugherty's assist numbers, and they are tremendous for a center. Brad has excellent vision of the floor.
Here's Jordan. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 23.
Early on, they built this lead on the power of paint points.
Being aggressive in the paint can take a team out of a game early.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Back to Daugherty. Ehlo outside. Shot clock at 6.
Chicago made a coaching change in the offseason, promoting Phil Jackson from assistant to head coach.
Team foul.
The goal for Jackson is simple. Get this Bulls team to the finals. Win a title.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good.
I like the grace and power Nance brings to his game. He's got a big guy build, but can move the floor well and duck around the defense.
Here is Paxson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Paxson's got 4 assists in the game. Price kicks to Ehlo. It's tipped. Nance against Pippen. The floater and the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
And it's in there.
Michael
Jordan's got 27.
And while Michael Jordan has destroyed Cleveland this season, all-star teammate Scottie Pippen has struggled.
Coach, the numbers back up what you just said. Coming into tonight, Scottie shooting 16 for 50 from the field, 32% against Cleveland. The Bulls would like more scoring from him for sure.
Here is Nance. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And it goes down 2 points.
They've been the aggressors right from the start, asserting themselves from the very beginning.
Yeah, they're setting the tone, and they're doing it on both ends of the floor.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Bulls up 19. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone, to Ridgefield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division. The Bulls leading by 19.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
The headline of the Cleveland Sports page, Mission Impossible. Ehlo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Ehlo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Ehlo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. Now, he signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But you know Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Greg.
Sorry.
We've got Williams, Elo out there with Price. Then it's Nance, and it's Doherty in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Clark. Oh, my, what a play.
From him, fans love seeing this kind of dunk.
How about that? Just giving the people, Clark, what they want to see.
Got to give them what they want.
Yep.
And you heard their reaction. They were all about that finish.
Screen coming.
Price looking it over. Doherty up top. Price passes to Williams. For 3, Nance. Offensive rebound. Williams, that's good. An excellent job by the Bulls, Clark, so far on defense. They've limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Timeout called the Cavaliers. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. He's pretty much dictated the pace with the steady offense inside. And the timeout right now, probably going to be making some adjustments.
Price, the pass to Nance. Paxson against Price. And it's Paxson with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 23. Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got 39.
The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
Williams kicks to Nance. 6 to shoot. Here's Elo. Here's Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Tell you what, whenever Doherty steps onto the floor, you're almost ready to mark a double-double in the book just because he shows up.
Jordan high post. Nance on him. And the basket is good. And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Basket counts.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 43 points.
Good find there by Grant. He's a really solid decision maker who plays within himself and within his role.
Passes it to Nance.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Doherty against Cartwright.
Bulls foul. Bill Cartwright.
Brown is checked in for the Cavaliers.
First team foul. Into the lineup for your Cavaliers, Chucky Brown.
.157 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's the teardrop, and it's laid in by Elo. Elo's got his first bucket of the night.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
And he gets the whistle.
Foul.
2 free throws coming
Scottie
up.
Pippen. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Mike, for the Cavs, the trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who is averaging 22 a game. The two players you get back, one has already been cut. The other, playing Pro Bowl in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all. And Brown drops them both. Here is Paxson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Cleveland foul. John Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jordan against Brown. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 45 points. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Totally unacceptable, inexcusable, the number of points they're allowing inside.
Yeah, Coach can't be happy about that. They have to show more fight down there.
Elo outside. He feeds it to Williams. Puts up a three. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I love the floor awareness from Pippen, understanding when the defense is overcommitted.
59 seconds left in the first half. Elo kicks to Brown. Pass to Price. Brown outside. 5 to shoot. From deep. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Paxson passes to Jordan. So Jordan now approaching the 54-point mark he posted against the Cavs earlier this season.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
Out to the right wing. Doherty the pass to Elo. Back to Doherty. And Brad Doherty with the slam.
One-handed, threw it down with power.
Oh, he loves that move.
An iconic one for him.
From the stripe, Jordan now just a three-point shot shy of the 54-point performance against the Cavs.
Nothing wrong with the mid-range J to keep adding to the lead.
And they gave him a bit too much space on that chance. Need to tighten up the D.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and DA. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If they need Daugherty healthy.
So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Jordan is out there with Paxson. Then it's Cartwright, then there's Grant, and it's Pippen in at the three. Yes, that goes in. 55 points for Michael Jordan.
Nice vision there from Pippen, leading to the bucket.
And here are the Cavaliers and the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article.
Mark Price.
Jordan making a point tonight. No one can guard me.
Very clear.
He's
Chicago. Gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for
1. Free throw good, Jordan. Enzo Price will bring it up for Cleveland. Elo outside. Knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. We've seen these teams battle over the last couple years, haven't we, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks very much. The Cavaliers well aware that the Bulls have knocked them out of the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. In 1988, the series went 5 games and Chicago won. And, of course, last year's series again went 5, with Jordan hitting the shot to knock out the Cavaliers. He's averaging 42.5 points in those 10 playoff games, destroying the Cavaliers. Back to you guys.
Destroying, David, is a great word to use. Yeah, 2 classic series, Clark, we've been treated to the last 2 playoff seasons.
And because of that, Kevin, I'm pretty sure that
A regular season record.
Assisted by
Michael Jordan has
Forrest
62. Now just 1 away from his career high.
he added some style to that one. I think he should get some bonus points for that.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely making a show of it.
When you get the chance for a jam like that, you have to take it.
Cleveland moving it around. Ball's knocked loose. Pippen with the steal. Grant kicks to Pippen. And here is Cartwright. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Jordan. A new career high for Michael Jordan. 64 points.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Things just haven't come together, Mike, for them in these last couple possessions.
I think they need to slow down and wait for the right shot, a high percentage shot. Nice feed by Price. Such an
Absolutely outstanding. Elo outside. Bennett the pass to Nance. The feed to Elo. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Elo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nance doing a nice job finding open teammates. That's what makes him a really good all-around player.
Unbelievable. Jordan just notched 69 points. A man on a mission tonight, folks. Holy cow. Price outside. Pass to Bennett. Doherty with the ball. He is guarded by Cartwright. And Doherty kicks to Bennett. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range.
Cleveland foul. Brad Doherty. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
John Williams.
Price has gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. Jordan the pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Forrest Grant.
Hey, just putting in the work, doing the job. Grant does this every night. Rarely takes a game off in terms of his effort and tenacity.
And Nance kicks to Price. Cartwright against Doherty. It's Elo on the wing. That's tipped and stolen by Jordan. Here we go, all alone. For 3, Paxson gets the three-pointer to fall. Paxson's got his first 3 points of the game.
I think as a defense, you've got to be aware of where Paxson is on the perimeter. He is a three-point laser.
And stolen by Jordan. And now, here's Pippen with the fast break chance. Chalk up 2 there.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Price kicks to Elo. Back to Price. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. To the middle, shot to stop the run. The shot by Williams, no good. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Jordan, the bounce pass. Grant, that's good.
Grant.
Very impressive stuff from Grant there. Tremendous concentration.
Clark, their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yes, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, they've made some outstanding plays, but way too many
Bulls
turnovers
foul.
as well.
Horace Grant. Second personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this
At the
one.
line for your Cavaliers, John Williams. At the line for two.
That's good from Williams. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Brown comes in for Nance, and Steve Kerr is subbed in for Craig Elo. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here's Jordan. Cartwright the pass to Grant. Another shot. Makes it off the glass.
Horace Grant.
Grant's got 6 points.
Grant inside, really willing to fight for his territory. Going hard against the defensive contact to get the finish.
Kerr dishes to Doherty. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Cartwright's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pippen. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
John Paxson.
Paxson's got his 7th assist here tonight. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tipped away. Stolen by Pippen. And now here's Jordan pushing it up, and no one back there.
And a great steal by Pippen. One of the best in the league at playing the ball.
Kerr outside. Over Paxson. Off target with that shot. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. All right, we've made it to the fourth quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
Brown out there with Bennett. Then there's Hardy. Then it's Kerr, and it's Rollins in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Left side, Brown. The 6-footer's good. And for Elo, making it in the NBA, Clark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic three-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the two-guard spot in the league. And he's got a really good work ethic and sets a great example for his teammates.
Well said. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Clark, the Bulls have done a great job against the Cavs' three-point shooting game. Nice D from Chicago.
Well, I think it starts with Michael Jordan. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year. Plus, you add Scottie Pippen, excellent defensively in his own right. And that duo can turn your water off with their perimeter defense.
Yes, they can.
Making a statement big time. My goodness.
Showstopper for sure.
Had the hang time and knew what to do with it.
The pass to Kerr. From outside, off the mark.
Perhaps he was a little too open that time.
Won't see that from him very often.
Here's Grant. Outside for Pippen. Here's Cartwright. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 6 assists now in the game. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan, and Coach, no surprise, he has been dynamite.
Did they have to run that story today about Elo guarding Jordan? I think the article poked the bear, as if Jordan needed anything else to motivate him.
Isn't that the truth? My goodness. Then for three, it doesn't go for him. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Kerr. Banked in off the glass. Kerr's got his first points in this one.
Nice job finishing inside. Kerr proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
Cartwright gets the bucket.
Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack. A fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Absolutely. You know a run is coming.
Hardy passes to Kerr. Here's Rollins. And slam dunk by Rollins.
That's a heads-up play by Kerr, finding the open man and getting him the ball on time and on target. Well done.
Here's Jordan. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter. And so here's Cleveland. Hardy passes to Bennett. Here's Rollins, and it's off the back rim, no good. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Grant in the post. He's covered by Brown. It's good.
That's where Grant is most active, that offensive glass. Does a nice job using his body to get the position he needs.
Kerr outside. Passes to Hardy. To the right side. Kerr outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. 5 on the clock.
Chicago foul. John Paxson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Hardy. Defense is right there. Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Paxson with the steal.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Grant.
From Horace
Grant's got 3 assists in the game. Kicks it to Bennett. Pass to Rollins. And here's Kerr for 3. They get it back. Some solid defense from Grant.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, if he's not there contesting it, they probably make it. His energy is just outstanding.
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
Out left to the wing. Here's Rollins. Back to Kerr. Pass to Hardy. Shot clock at 5. Trying to end the drought. Can't hit that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. For 3, Paxson cans it from downtown.
That should put a stamp on this one.
Great way to close out a victory.
So it's the Cavaliers now. Hardy passes to Kerr. And here's Bennett. Back to Kerr. He kicks to Bennett. And the pass to Hardy. Over Paxson. Almost, but it rolls out. And Mike, they can just hold on to the ball here.
No question, they deserve to win.
Grant, that's
Grant.
good.
Yeah, I like how strong Grant is inside. I mean, not many guys want to fool with him down there.
Here's Hardy, and he banks in the layup.
Slick move, coming off the pick and going straight to the hoop.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan inside. Some solid defense from Brown. And the Bulls with another win over Cleveland. Coach, Chicago is
Thank you,
4-0 against the
everyone, for making it
Cavs.
out to the game, and we hope you had a great time. Drive home safely, and we will see you next time.
Michael Jordan's flair, charisma, control, understanding the game. Nobody can do that. He was so graceful with the basketball, and he would change gears on you and change direction really, really quick. It's just amazing, man. If you see it, in person, it's like, we're like, oh. We start a fast break, somebody's gonna get dunked on. And it's gonna be Michael dunking on somebody. In the 1990 Eastern Conference Finals, I think the Bulls was really getting to figure us out. Joe Dumars used to guard him first because that's the beginning of the game. Then once he got out the game, I had to go guard him. I don't think anybody else could have guarded him. John Salley, Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer, no. Whenever he got the ball, I'm pretty much like nose to nose with him because I didn't want him to do anything to embarrass me. I'm gonna name the Jordan rule. If he goes to the hole, put him on the ground. If you see some of those clips, you'll see that we just hit him every time he goes to the basket. And he's always on the ground, like in pain. But he always gets back up. He learned after a while, man, that he just took control from there. I think people really saw one of the best performances in the NBA when Michael played against us. And we didn't let anyone do that against us. But almost put 50 on us quick. Check his resume out. It's awesome. It's like, wow, this guy is amazing.
The tallest building in the world, the Sears Tower, and the pride of Chicago, where we get ready for playoff basketball.
Good evening.
Welcome, everyone, to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm Kevin Harlan with Coach Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg. We have Game 3 between the Pistons and the Bulls. Mike, I hope you can hear me. This Chicago arena is rocking right now.
Well, this city knows how pivotal this game is for the Bulls. It's a must-win situation for Chicago, and they'll need to be at their best to stand a chance.
Oh, and that won't be easy. Michael Jordan and the Bulls, Clark, have so far been stifled by this great Piston D.
Well, the Pistons are known as the bad boys, and for good reason. The defense is suffocating, it's physical, it's disruptive, and it's unrelenting. Chicago has to find some way to get their offense going in this series.
As you always say, they hang their hats on their defensive play.
That's right.
Here now, a look at the starting five for the Pistons. It's Thomas and Dumars in the backcourt. Rodman and Laimbeer, the fearsome front. Court pair. And in the middle, James Edwards. Looking at the starting five for the Bulls. Jackson runs the point. Grant and Cartwright play in the post at the 4 and 5. And on the wings, it's the dynamic duo of Jordan and Pippen.
And the Pistons defense, so physical. You know you'll get bumped and banged up against them. They are both intimidating and effective.
Now here's Rodman. Here's Dumars. Edwards trying to get open. And the Bulls ratcheting up the defense a little tighter now. And here's Jordan outside. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
Jordan often gets his hoops off the dribble, but he also is capable as a catch-and-shoot guy.
And Clark, with the Pistons and their defense, they've also imposed what they call the Jordan rules. What is that?
Well, I tell you, it's 10 eyes on Jordan at all times, sending doubles, triples, and traps at Jordan whenever he has the ball, Kevin. And they know he's the key to the Bulls' offense, so they're really trying to cut him down with a lot of bodies and a lot of physicality. And so far, through the first 2 games, it's worked.
That's a good explanation. And both free throws good for Thomas.
You know, this Pistons team is so strong and focused on the road. I don't think the crowd in Chicago is going to be any problem at all for them.
And the Pistons with the second-best road record in the league. A team full of veterans, they have plenty of composure to spare in this series.
And we know Jordan is a master from the mid-range, whether he's squared up or falling away. You feel like it's going to splash.
Thomas passes to Edwards. Back to Thomas. It's tipped. The kick out to Dumars. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And the shot goes in.
That's Grant imposing his will. Playing big. That's what the team needs from him.
And Clark, Isaiah Thomas, just 8 points in game 1, and then he had 10 points in game 2. He wants to get it going tonight. You can just feel it.
Absolutely, and you figure Zeke will have to be better than that. I mean, he's too good of a player to put up numbers like that all series long.
Yeah, I agree. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
For the Pistons, it's been a slow start here. 7-point differential. And there's the pass to Dumars. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens, because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now, they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
Putting a little mustard and spice on that slam.
He did. Well said, Clark. His guys encourage him to go up hard, and he did.
And you can see why, given that kind of finish.
Jordan's got nearly everything to drop for him, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. Mike Fratello, Michael Jordan, through the first 2 games, has been solid, but we know he is capable of more.
Just 20 points for him last game. I would imagine he does everything in his power to put up bigger numbers than that tonight.
This could be an all-timer. 2 on the clock. From deep. Jordan with the rebound.
And we see more and more players possess this kind of range.
He didn't get it to go, but you love to see the confidence from him there.
And I'm sure he's surprised that one didn't go down.
Well, he's not going to make every shot, but you expect him to make these.
Now here's Rodman. Back to Dumars. Thomas gets a wide open look. Good on the triple.
Isaiah
Thomas got 5 now.
Thomas loves setting up other people, but he'll knock down the 3 if you give him a good look at it.
And then slammed in by Jordan. Mike, the Bulls have had some turnover problems in this series, and that is something they're going to have to avoid here.
Without question, 19 turnovers for them last game. You know the Pistons bring the pressure. Bulls have to minimize unforced errors.
Especially at this stage of the season in big games like this. And the Pistons with possession here. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Lambeer against Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Such a savvy distributor. Jordan's court awareness and understanding for when his guys are open is impressive.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing here by 8. Kicks it to Rodman. Stolen by Grant. Paxson passes to Jordan.
Detroit foul. Bill Laimbeer.
Bulls shooting their first free throws here for the night.
First team foul. At the line for your Bulls, John Paxson. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Aguirre's checked in for Rodman. Both free throws good from Paxson.
And the Pistons up 2-0 in this series. They are completely in the driver's seat. The onus is on the Bulls to make the adjustments to get back in this series.
And I'm expecting that Coach Jackson will certainly have to mix things up, Mike. The Pistons are a monster, but they aren't invincible, especially with the team that has Michael Jordan.
The stage is set, and it's one that Isaiah Thomas knows well. And for more on that, here's our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, this is an ongoing story. We have Isaiah Thomas coming back to his native Chicago. He's talked about how he wanted to play with the Bulls and how he used to sneak into this arena. Obviously, he's very happy in Detroit, but he loves this building, and he usually plays well here. Guys?
Thanks, D.A. And, of course, Mike, Isaiah's backcourt partner has shined as well.
Joe Dumars, the MVP of last year's finals, leading them in scoring in the first 2 games at the Palace.
It's about as good a backcourt, I think, as this league has ever seen, wouldn't you say?
A very versatile backcourt.
Here is Aguirre after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Outside Dumars. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And the Bulls seemingly over their injury issues now. Paxson's ankle and Jordan's hip are looking close to 100%.
And, you know, Mike, it was obvious how those injuries impacted the Bulls early on. In games 1 and 2, their backcourt was just not at full strength. Going inside with purpose and on a mission, making it happen in tight.
Yeah, the intensity is outstanding, and high percentage looks are a great way to build a lead.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Dumars on the wing. That doesn't go either for Dumars. It's stolen by Edwards. And a missed layup.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
That one goes. Count it. Grant's got 6.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Not just on offense, but on D as well. They've completely set the tone for this game.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping it. We come back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals here in Chicago. Chicago leading by 14.
And early in this series, the Pistons have had a big bench advantage. A lot of points chipped in from the second unit. It's a problem for the Bulls.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Joe Dumars. Edwards out there with Sally. Then there's Aguirre. And it's Thomas in at the point guard. Thomas passes to Aguirre. Back to Thomas. And here's Dumars outside. The rebound by Jordan. Hey, Clark, remember in Game 1, the Bulls only managed 12 points from their bench.
But they did get it going in Game 2, Kevin, but so did the Pistons. I think the Pistons have a deeper and more battle-tested bench. Somebody on Chicago's side is going to have to really step up.
Big effort gets the big reward. Simply outplaying the defense.
Here's Jordan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got 5 points now in the quarter. Mike Jordan is coming out of the gate hot, as we can see, shaking off that last 20-point performance.
And this was one of the more predictable things to happen. Jordan is just too competitive and driven to not come out strong after last game.
We knew it was going to happen. Here's Aguirre, 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by Pippen. Bulls leading by 17. Pass to Cartwright. And here's Jordan outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Give credit to MJ, sinking that corner 3.
Jordan's gone 3 for 3 from deep so far. Perfect.
Hey, yo, right here. Yo.
Aguirre against Pippen. Pass to Sally. Dumars with it. All alone. Chicago grabs the miss. Cartwright's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's speed. Jordan's got 29 in the game.
Firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy in getting any shot he wants.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
Just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. He's pretty much dictated the pace with the steady offense inside. And the timeout right now, probably going to be making some adjustments.
Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit.
You take a look at this Pistons offense, and they run an awful lot of pick-and-roll action effectively because they're an excellent passing team, and they work really well together.
Mike, looking at this Pistons offense, the pick-and-roll, the screen roll game is very deadly with Isaiah Thomas.
And it opens up everything for them as well. The team plays very unselfishly, always looking for a great shot and rarely settle for bad ones.
They're a very smart team. And a look at the two stars of these teams. Michael Jordan, coach, has been magnificent early on.
This is exactly how Jordan and the Bulls wanted to start things off. Jordan is locked in. He looks like he's on his way to another incredible performance.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Back to Thomas. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Looking at the Pistons, you have to appreciate their approach. They play to their strengths and keep a very level head throughout the game. He's got that ball on a string. Jordan using his smooth handles to get that bucket.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Detroit. Johnson outside from the wing. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Normally, he knocks that down. The defense got a gift.
And with the Pistons' approach, Clark, it's almost methodical how they go about things.
Kevin, it's not only methodical, it is maniacal and physical. And that's what being a champion does to you. This team knows they're great. They feel if they play their game, nobody can beat them physically, but more importantly, emotionally and mentally.
So confident. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Well, the Bulls have done a much better job, Clark, limiting turnovers in this game.
And it seems like they've made a concentrated effort to be more careful, to squeeze that orange a little bit better. You can see the change compared to the last game.
Jordan with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Basket, good. Jordan's got 35.
At 6'6" with his crazy hops, Jordan could be a problem down low.
Thomas surveying the D. High post, Johnson. Detroit, no good that time either. And here are the Bulls now. They're on an 18-5 run. Paxson passes to Cartwright. Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
And Thomas with a very hot start, Mike Fratello, to start this game.
Well, it looks like his offense is no longer a concern. Great job by him to get involved early on.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
They've literally been giving points away inside. I know Coach has something to say about that.
And you have to address situations like this right away, or it's just going to keep happening to you.
Bill Lambert's checked in for Sally. Thomas passes to Aguirre. Back to Thomas from downtown. And that one is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Jordan into the lane, and Jordan throws it down.
Starting to pull out ahead off the back of some terrific offense.
They are firing on all cylinders, aren't they? Hard to get stops when they're playing with this much energy.
Thomas passes to Aguirre. On the wing, Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
The defense getting hung up on the pick there. They've got to get over it.
And every time they don't, they're just allowing the shooter to find the jumper. And what a finisher Jordan is on these slams, putting on a show for the fans.
Stolen by Pippen. Paxson outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Jordan. And that one drops. Jordan's got 43 points.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the lead. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lambert's shot is off. Lambert against Cartwright. Here's Jordan. And he gets it to go. 45 points for Jordan.
Using his tremendous strength and body control, Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome, everyone, back to Chicago. It's the Bulls and Pistons in an Eastern Conference Finals showdown.
One thing the Bulls need to make sure they do is attack the rim. They settled for way too many outside looks the first few games. You need to test the Pistons inside.
Pippen is out there with Grant. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Cartwright. And it's Paxson in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And catching up with both coaches, here's David.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, spoke with Phil Jackson. He said Detroit likes to play on the inexperience of our younger guys, and they come after us. We have to take care of the ball on the open floor. And in Detroit, Chuck Daly is concerned about an emotional burst out of Chicago in what feels like a do-or-die second half for the Bulls. Back to you guys.
Thanks, D.A. Yeah, going down Mike 3-zip in this series would effectively end it.
Detroit winning the regular season series 4-1. Many people are questioning whether Chicago can actually handle this team.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pippen in particular, Clark, shied away from driving early in this series, it seemed.
Well, Kevin, the Bulls know the Pistons are going to touch them up, be physical with them when they drive the ball. But they need to get over that and go with reckless abandon and strength to the basket. Settling for outside shots is not going to win them this series.
He had space to operate inside, but just couldn't get it to fall.
Pippen with the wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Pippen's got his second bucket of the night.
Pippen wasting no time firing off that pass there.
Rodman outside. Thomas against Paxson. Thomas passes to Edwards. Grant gets the rebound. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And, you know, these teams met 5 times during the regular season, and the Pistons won 4 of those meetings. That has to be a factor in the back of the minds of the Chicago Bulls.
First personal foul.
If you look back to the prior year, Mike Fratello, the Pistons won all 6 regular season games and the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bulls.
It's a budding rivalry. The Pistons aren't intimidated by Jordan. Feels like these teams have been in each other's way the last few years.
Which makes for a great rivalry. Thomas passes to Dumars. Can they get it? Detroit, no good that time either.
He just can't seem to get anything to go. He's in a bit of a rut.
He's got to simplify things on offense. Concentrate on getting quality looks and not settling for bad shots.
Their offense has really stood out. They're piling up the points and torching this defense.
I like how under control they've been on offense, keeping things simple and running their plays well.
Rodman, no good.
And regardless of how this series goes, what a successful year it's been for Chicago. 55 wins, the second most in franchise history.
A beautiful pass that time from MJ.
Thomas with the ball. 11 points in the game. Dumars, the pass to Rodman. They get a hand on it. Pippen with the steal. Grant with the ball. Picked up by Rodman. It's Jordan with the drive.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
Outside for Jordan. Shoots over Dumars, and Jordan gets it to go on the assist by Pippen. Jordan's got 57 points. Hey, Clark, no matter how this series shakes out, you feel the Bulls are poised for something bigger in the future.
Clearly, Kevin, the foundation is laid. They've got a star and a really good core group. I think it's just a matter of growing this group together, maturing, becoming more confident and physical, and you could see them competing for a title in the very near future.
We've seen this process before. It takes time, sometimes, for teams to get by a tough opponent.
Great point, Kevin, and there's no denying it. You don't see teams become championship teams overnight. There's a seasoning and a journey that's required to become champions.
Well, Thomas started off hot, but Clark, he's once again having a hard time finishing plays against the Chicago defense.
And, you know, Kevin, it looked as though he had figured things out in that first half, but since then, Zeke has definitely cooled off.
And Jordan understands when to shoot from deep. His shot selection is really fantastic.
In the second half now, and Mike, as we can see, Jordan continues to lead the way.
And you can't help but be impressed by the show Jordan is putting on. There is no way for them to slow down or contain his airness.
He's been wonderful. Edwards. It's all in by the Bulls.
He'd like that one back. That's normally a shot he makes.
And Jordan, Mike, continues to get things to fall. What a show he is putting on tonight.
You can see the fire in Jordan's eyes. He's on a mission to make a statement this game.
He is. Wow. Rodman passes to Thomas. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Great feed by Rodman.
Clark, how about the unselfishness of this team?
Love the willingness to make that extra pass, and it has the defense in the scramble mode. Whoa, man, what a slam.
He's showing off, isn't he? That's just a show-off move right there.
More than a little bit. He was going for the highlight reel dunk.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Jordan, and he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
What separates Jordan from others, in my mind, is his singular focus. Nothing comes between him and the ultimate goal of winning the game.
And Thomas, Mike, continues to be a big factor on the offensive end for Detroit.
Well, you knew it was coming. Isaiah Thomas is not a 9 points a game player, and he was due for a big one.
Yeah, very due. A different look here for Detroit. Sally, he's checked in for Edwards. Aguirre comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Johnson in for Dumars. And so he makes both from the line. And so Thomas will bring it up for Detroit. Outside, Aguirre. Back to Thomas. Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good on the triple.
And I have no idea how he clanked that one. The defense has to be thanking their lucky stars he didn't sink that one.
And stolen by Jordan. And the shot goes in.
Found the crease, took advantage, and got it in close.
And adds to this lead. They're having their way.
Thomas against Paxson. Pass to Sally. Outside, Aguirre. Over Pippen. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here we go, the fourth quarter on the way in this crucial Game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
And you look at the coaches in this matchup. Obviously, the Pistons have a legend on their bench who has won a title. But the Bulls have shown well under Coach Jackson.
And stolen by Jordan. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Sally, Henderson out there with Johnson. Then there's Aguirre. And it's Bedford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Detroit has possession. The pass to Henderson. Back to Johnson. Here's Bedford. He is guarded by Cartwright. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Bulls. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Coach Phil Jackson in his first full year with the Bulls.
And you know, Kevin, Jackson has changed the offensive approach for this team. He was an assistant before with the Bulls, so he understands their personnel. Seems like a really good fit so far into his tenure.
Yeah, he was an assistant under Doug Collins.
Yep.
Knocked away. Jordan with the steal. Mike Fratello, what a gigantic night for Michael Jordan against these Detroit Pistons.
First game of the series at home. You knew this would be Michael's time to shine. What a memorable performance from an elite player.
Against these bad boys from Detroit. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. That one good for 2.
Very impressive stuff from Grant there. Tremendous concentration.
So it's the Pistons now. Got a piece of it. Paxson with the steal. Here's Pippen. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Paxson's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Paxson against Henderson. Here's Sally looking to end the run. Aguirre, no good. And the Bulls ahead in this one, Clark. They've minimized mistakes, and they have the lead to show for it.
Exactly, and, you know, sometimes it's really simple. Take care of the ball, get good shots, and usually good things happen.
Henderson against Paxson. Pass to Sally. Shot clock at 6. Grant against Henderson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Tell you what, you can feel their frustration underneath the surface. It's actually palpable with all these misses.
They're trying to shake it off, but every time they come up short, the panic starts to set in.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nothing like setting someone up. Feels better than making a shot. To me, at least.
No good on that one. And it's Detroit the other way. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Aguirre against Pippen. And Grant sends it back.
One of the better defenders in this game. Grant teeing off on that one.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play.
Vinny Johnson. First personal foul.
A different look here for Detroit.
First
Greenwood's
foul.
checked in for Sally, and it's Rodman in for Aguirre.
For your Bulls, Michael Jordan. Shooting 1.
One shot.
Free throw good, Jordan. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. On the wing, Johnson. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Johnson.
Ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Jordan with the bucket.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
Johnson, the pass to Rodman. 1:44 left to play here in the fourth. The shot by Bedford, no good.
That's not a bad look. He missed that chance, but he'll get them to fall if he gets space like that.
High post try, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Jordan's jumper, simply wet. Love watching him rise up and knock it down.
Ball's knocked loose. Paxson with the steal. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Incredible two-way play.
Yeah, offense and defense.
Steals lead to points. The defense doesn't have time to get set.
Johnson kicks to Rodman. Back to Johnson. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Here's Johnson. Shoots over Cartwright. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. It's Jordan with the drive.
They have shown up at just the right time, putting the finishing touches on this game.
This run absolutely closes the door on any chance of a surprise ending. That'll do it.
Johnson against Jordan. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Johnson in the corner. Shoots over Jordan. Shot by Johnson, no good. Like they've captured an impressive lead.
Oh, yeah, they're in the driver's seat right now, Kev.
Both hands on the wheel. Now Henderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is who Rodman is, willing to do whatever he can to help the team win. Nice dime right there.
Michael Jordan on the wing, covered by Johnson. Johnson against Jordan. Launches a three, hits the three-point bomb.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Like in a game they needed to win so badly, Michael Jordan and the Bulls get the win. What a tremendous effort from Chicago.
Series now moves to 2-1, and the Bulls are very much in it. This team showed a lot of mettle fighting for the looks they got and converted when they needed to.
And for the Pistons, Clark, they'll be feeling the pressure in Game 4 for sure.
As they should. They don't want to let this series get tied up. Nobody wants to deal with the 3-game series against Michael Jordan. I'd expect them to bring it for Game 4.
I would too. For our reporter, David.
Michael Jordan was royalty. He was Elvis Presley. He was the Beatles. It was Michael Jordan versus the NBA. He was that good, and he had a charisma that was unique to him, but also that killer instinct of wanting to win. When Michael Jordan came into town, the Great Western Forum became the place to be. You couldn't live your life if you didn't get a chance to see Michael Jordan perform in person. When the Lakers and the Bulls faced each other in that 1991 finals, it was that moment where you could really say sports and entertainment were coming together. When the Bulls won that series, you know, right there you saw like kind of the passing of the torch.
It's a picture-perfect June afternoon in Southern California. One of the storylines today, two of the Lakers starters, James Worthy and Byron Scott, injured and unable to play. And we're coming to you live from Inglewood, California. This is Game 5 of the 1991 NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls lead the LA Lakers 3-1. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Coach Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and we'll hear from our reporter David Aldridge in a few moments. Like the key to the Bulls' Game 4 win, which we saw a couple... days ago, was defense.
The key being that they held the Lakers to 37% shooting, Kev. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen both guarding Magic Johnson, picking him up full court, making things difficult for the Magic Man.
It was a clinic. And in Game 4, on the offensive end, Clark, another stellar performance from Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, Kevin, we've come to expect 28 points or more from Jordan on a regular basis, but the 13 assists show how much Jordan's game has grown. Not trying to do it all himself, trusting his teammates. Now just one win away from an elusive first NBA championship for Michael Jordan.
Boy, that's a great point about Jordan's playmaking. Well said. And now a look at the Chicago Bulls. The MVP, Michael Jordan, is in the backcourt, joined by sharpshooting John Paxson. Chicago's defensive stopper, Scottie Pippen, is in the small forward. Horace Grant is at the 4. And the experienced veteran, Bill Cartwright, is at the center. And for the Lakers, Magic Johnson runs showtime. Terry Teagle and A.C. Green are in the lineup, both injury replacements. Sam Perkins at the 4 can really shoot it. And Vlade Divac, the young, skilled 5.
The Lakers missing 2 starters, Byron Scott and James Worthy. They'll really rely heavily on 2 rookies, Tony Smith and Eldon Campbell.
Now, here's Grant. The Bulls looking to close this series out and off to a hot start.
What a play by Horace. It's got to be the goggles, right?
Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Grant. One shot.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Green. Back to Johnson. Six to shoot. Again, the miss by the Lakers. And Clark, for L.A., A.C. Green is going to have to be a very big part of their attack tonight.
Kevin, averaging just 4 points a game in these finals. AC was huge when the Lakers beat Portland in the Western Conference Finals. Brought a ton of energy. I think the Lakers need that version of him tonight.
Oh, I would agree. Chicago with the ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Game 1 of the finals, a Bulls loss. 18 combined points for Paxson, Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant. Games 2 through 4, Mike, those three averaging 42 points a game.
That trio, the other Bulls starters, their success is essential for Chicago. The Bulls need scoring outside of Pippen and Jordan.
Clearly proven. Here's Teagle, the Bulls getting the bucket. Lakers working the ball around now. Off target from three-point range.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Jordan is smelling blood in the water, looking to end the series tonight.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Teagle trying his luck from deep. Grant gets the rebound. Mike, remember in Game 4, the last time out, the Lakers shot just 37% from the floor.
Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were monsters on the defensive end. Magic and the Lakers will need to execute better to have a shot tonight.
37% just is not going to get it done. Here's Teagle. Fires the three. Los Angeles with another miss.
Rough quarter for him. Just hasn't been able to connect.
And that's the way it goes sometimes. Just got to stay with it.
Michael Jordan can taste that first title, and he wants to end it tonight.
I've got Michael Jordan on the injury watch list tonight. He's got a jammed toe. It's badly bruised, and you know how painful those can be, Coach. Extremely difficult to play through that kind of an injury.
After playing through that toe injury in Game 4, Michael told us it didn't bother him then, and it won't bother him now.
Jordan.
I think Jordan will be A-OK tonight.
Going inside with purpose and on a mission, making it happen in tight.
Yeah, the intensity is outstanding, and high percentage looks are a great way to build a lead.
And the Lakers call time here. And the Lakers have had some tough luck with injuries so far, especially in Game 4. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Lakers will be without their all-star forward James Worthy and their starting shooting guard Byron Scott. Worthy, of course, suffered a badly sprained ankle in the Western Conference Finals and re-aggravated it in Game 4 of this series. And Scott went down with a shoulder injury in the same game. It's going to take a group effort to make up for those absences. Guys?
Well put, D.A. Both Worthy and Scott are crucial, Mike, to this Lakers offense.
And not only their offense, those two guys have alternated guarding Jordan throughout the series. Without them, the Lakers have limited options defensively.
So far, Clark, the leader in assists in the finals, not Magic Johnson. It's Michael Jordan facilitating.
How about that, partner? I mean, he's been incredible, averaging about 12 assists per game. Wow. He's also been the leading scorer in each game as well. That's some otherworld-like production.
It is. Now, here's Paxson. Traps in the tray. Paxson's got 5 points so far.
The other Bulls starting guard, John Paxson, just tremendous in this series thus far, shooting 62%.
Paxson is a knockdown shooter. Michael Jordan gets so much attention, that allows Paxson to get open looks, and he's been drilling them.
Knocking them down.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Bulls knocking down the three. And just like in Game 4, the Lakers struggling from the field.
Attacking the glass. Campbell getting physical and winning the second chance look.
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Now here is Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to D-Box. It's tipped.
A true anchor. Cartwright shows quick reflexes to come away with that block. The defensive duo of Jordan and Pippen. Their athleticism is causing major issues for the Lakers.
Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
To the paint. Grant finds Pippen. And here's Jordan outside. Oh, and he just Snuck down the buzzer beater.
With a score.
Right at the buzzer there, finishing the quarter with a big three-point bomb.
Certainly got his team riled up.
29.
They loved watching that one fall.
And so it's Chicago, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Second quarter here in the 1991 NBA Finals, Game 5 with Mike Clark, DA. This is Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan and the Bulls trying to close it out tonight.
The leading scorer in each of the first 4 games of this series? Yeah, you guessed it, Michael Jordan. In the regular season, MJ led the NBA in scoring for the 5th straight year. Jordan cannot be stopped in this series.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. They've got Cartwright. Grant is out there with Pippen. Then there's Paxson. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. And for Jordan Clark, it's not just scoring in these finals.
It sure isn't, Kevin. He's averaging almost 12 assists per game.
Michael
in addition
Jordan.
to his usual spectacular defense. And with a closeout game on the line, I expect a monster performance from Michael Jordan. And if the Bulls win, he will clearly be your finals MVP. You know, there are occasions when contact doesn't affect the shot. That sure did.
Easy call for the refs.
The Lakers pour from the field. And Clark, that has to change as this game goes on.
Well, to me, it appears the Lakers have no answer, Kevin, for the defensive duo and prowess of Pippen and Jordan. These two Bulls are creating havoc.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first.
You know, Johnson is really one of the more unique point guards that we've had in the game over the years. And he's able to do it with style and substance.
And both free throws good for Johnson. And Jordan is cooking here in the second. You can tell he wants to end this series.
And the team-first attitude of Cartwright, wanting to get it to his open guys.
Outside, Perkins. Johnson, the pass to Green. Rebound, Grant. Grant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Growing up here in Inglewood, Eldon Campbell has to be on cloud 9 playing in the finals. The rookie was the Lakers' first-round pick this season.
Back to Johnson. Over Paxson. Johnson can't get it to go. And Eldon Campbell playing just 6 minutes, Clark, in the first 4 games of the finals.
Well, those minutes are about to go up in a big way due to injuries. He's a talented shot blocker. We know that about Campbell, and he's a hometown kid with a chance to perhaps play the hero's role here tonight.
It'll be fun to follow him.
Yep.
John Paxson. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The Lakers with the ball. Smith finds Green. Here's Divac. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Remember, Chicago and LA, 2 very different, distinct franchises, Mike.
This is the Lakers' 9th trip to the finals since 1980. They're used to being here. For Chicago, this is their first ever trip to the finals.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Gotta applaud the willingness of Smith to sacrifice for the play, taking his shot right into the coverage.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Tony Smith. 2 shots.
Two.
Free throw drops for Smith.
Much appreciation for the energy that Tony Smith brings to the floor. I mean, a guy who certainly has a positive attitude and can fire up the rest of his team because of it.
Smith hits them both.
Chicago's first trip to the finals, a franchise record 61 wins, and they have stormed through the playoffs, going 14-2 thus far. I don't think there's any question about it. This is certainly the best Bulls team ever.
Let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the marquee matchup of Magic versus Michael has not disappointed. But what's surprising is that Jordan is actually averaging more assists than the assist king. Coming into this game, Jordan is averaging 11.8 assists per game compared to Magic's 10.5. Kevin, back to you.
PA astounding numbers. Thanks for that report. And both stars, Clark, have played nearly every minute of this series. I mean, they've gone nonstop.
Well, that's not surprising, Kevin. This is it. There's no time to rest. I mean, both guys know exactly how important each game is in this series, and that's why they're averaging the minutes they are, about 44 per game.
You know, carrying that kind of load on both of their shoulders, you would think, my gosh, will they be brought down by the weight of that? Not these guys. They thrive in these situations, don't they?
They really relish opportunities like this to compete at the highest level and see who can come out on top.
And, Mike, it looks like year 25 for the Bulls might just be their finest.
And you look at the ages of guys like Jordan, Pippen, Grant. This is a Bulls team poised for sustained excellence. Step one, closing out the Lakers.
And as you know, closeout games are always the most difficult. And so here is Chicago after the basket by Los Angeles.
For the Bulls to get over the hump, win a title, role guys like John Paxson had to support Michael Jordan. Step their game up.
Now here's Perkins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
That's his second personal foul.
Mike, Chicago leading this series 3-1, a win away from an NBA title.
Michael Jordan so close to that elusive first ring. Winning it all would take MJ's career to another level.
Absolutely. The free throw drops for Green.
The selfless, team-first attitude of Green is commendable. It's why his guys like playing with him.
Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Vlade Divac. And both free throws good for Green. Well, the matchup of the series, Mike, as we see two-time MVP Michael Jordan going up against three-time MVP Magic Johnson. Again, as we can see, it's advantage MJ.
The Bulls star has won that battle all series long. A huge reason the Bulls were in position to win the title tonight.
And it has been entertaining. We have seen it over and over again in this series. Michael Jordan sharing the ball and involving his teammates on every play. Outside, Green, poked away. Jordan passes to Paxson. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Such a clever offensive player. Paxson excels at drawing contact while shooting.
The Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:11 left in the first half of the game. Johnson kicks to Smith. Now the pass to Campbell. Smith against Jordan. Smith the pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. 13 feet away. And Magic Eyes just not himself out there. The defense of Pippen and Jordan wearing him down perhaps. Passes it to Cartwright. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
Jordan has destroyed the Lakers passing the rock in the finals. MJ showing he's become more than just a scorer.
Cartwright the pass to Paxson. Bulls moving the ball around. Jordan outside. Back to Pippen. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Pippen's got his second bucket tonight.
How do you expand the lead? Increase it. It takes good play on both ends.
Yeah, it's not just about buckets, not just about stops. You need both.
For two.
This is why he's a focal point of their offense, because they trust in his ability to shoulder them when needed.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Good activity there, breaking things up. Love the activity defensively.
And he wanted to steal it, but still making an impact for his team.
Jordan passes to Grant. Plays it up off the glass. Grant's got his third basket of the night right there.
Grant inside, really willing to fight for his territory, going hard against the defensive contact to get the finish.
For two.
I bet Coach loves to see this, attacking the interior for a safer shot.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. Back right after this. Well, it doesn't get any better than June in Los Angeles. And the third quarter in Game 5 is getting underway. This is Game 5 of the 1991 NBA Finals. Second half here from Inglewood. The Lakers looking to extend the series. Chicago wants it to end.
Winning an NBA title is the final hurdle for Michael Jordan. He's won MVPs, scoring titles, even a Defensive Player of the Year award. But it's a team game, and winning this series is the last thing for Michael to accomplish.
Magic Johnson is out there with Teagle. And there's Perkins, then it's Green, and it's Divac in at the 5 spot. They're the group Mike Dunleavy is going to start the second half with. And there's the drive. Michael Jordan with a fantastic first half. Wants that to continue here after the break.
And once Jordan gets rolling, you're done, because he's relentless in how he continues to attack.
Pass to Green. Tipped away. Stolen by Pippen. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the speed and quickness of the Bulls is a clear advantage. As this series has developed, we've seen Chicago have success pushing the tempo.
And an NBA title, the only thing missing for the great Michael Jordan, Clark.
And Kevin, he's made some sacrifices, no doubt about it. As a young pro, I think sometimes Jordan tried to do it all himself. But MJ's game has continued to evolve, especially his passing. He's developed so much. Getting a ring is the final spoke in the wheel.
Here's Green. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Six to shoot. Pass to Teagle. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Personal foul. First team
For
foul.
3 straight seasons in the playoffs, the Bulls were eliminated by the Pistons. But Chicago swept the bad boys to get here to this finals, slaying their dragon in the process.
Three shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And the Bulls eliminating the Pistons, Mike, the defending NBA champions, in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That Pistons series was a mental hurdle for the Bulls. Players telling me in previous years, the Pistons' mind games would get to Chicago. Not the case this time around. The Bulls maturing as a team.
Mentally strong for sure. And he nails the third. This Bulls offense is running through Michael Jordan, Mike Fratello, piling up assists once again.
Phil Jackson wants Michael making the decisions. The league MVP is so smart. Jordan is dictating this game.
Every facet of this game. You're right. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And the athleticism of Jordan is out of this world. Simply just an incredible player who does whatever he wants on offense.
Now, here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Here's Divac. Bill Cartwright grabs the rebound. And the Bulls with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Grant dishes to Jordan. And Divac pulls it down. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. Jordan against Green. Perkins. Rebound by the Bulls. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The Lakers are struggling with their shots tonight, Clark. They just can't get into a groove.
Well, I think you've got to look at the opponent and give them some credit, you know. The duo of Pippen and Jordan, as good defensively as any in the NBA right now, and maybe in the history of the league when you think about it.
They've been terrific.
This team wants Magic making the decisions. Simply special with the ball in his hands.
Los Angeles foul. Vlade Divac. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Michael Jordan on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Teagle. He's got 5. Great D that time from Jordan. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Goes up on the high post. Wow, out of the break. Michael Jordan has been on fire.
I think Jordan could do this all day long. I mean, the mid-range area is a very comfortable area for him.
And stolen by Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
In his first finals closeout game, Michael Jordan is looking to shut the door on the Lakers season. While Michael Jordan gets the headlines, and deservedly so, Scottie Pippen is the glue of this team. Excellent defensively, great passer. Pippen does it all.
Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Smith comes in for Teagle.
Eldon Campbell. Tony Smith.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pippen outside. Here's Cartwright. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Cartwright's got 6 points. And Clark, when you think of Scottie Pippen, do you think he was an all-star snub this year?
Absolutely, Kevin. No question about it. I mean, he's the second best player on a 61-win team. I'm wondering how he didn't make it. I think we've seen Pippen make a statement during these playoffs. He's stuffing the stat sheet, averaging 21, 9 boards, and 6 assists. That's enough to stamp him as an elite player.
Well, you make a great point. Once again, Clark, the Bulls are getting contributions from the entire starting lineup.
When it's more than Pippen and Jordan scoring, I think the Bulls are unstoppable on offense.
Well, Mike, all series long, we've been monitoring the battle of MVPs. Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. And as we can see, Jordan with the advantage tonight.
And Kev, it's been that way the entire finals. The Bulls have a 3-1 advantage. A huge reason is Michael has outperformed Magic. In a way, Jordan is your point guard. He's the initiator.
Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
The pass to Campbell. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Jordan. Pass to Paxson. Here's Jordan, guarded by Green. Jordan drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The assist from
Jordan's got 50 points.
Some contact won't hold Jordan at bay. He gets aggressive and gets through it.
Johnson, the pass to Green. Divac with it. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Los Angeles with another miss.
They desperately need something to fall.
Well, they're on the wrong side of a big run. Never a good feeling.
Count that one.
Michael
Jordan's
Jordan.
got 52 points.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
Here's Divac. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, they looked okay with him taking that shot from mid-range, and he didn't do anything to change their mind. Michael Jordan has taken over, putting his stamp on this game, his fingerprints all over this series.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. And the fourth quarter from Inglewood, NBA Finals Game 5. Kevin Harlan joined by Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. Could this be the final period of hoops played this season? And here's Los Angeles.
Over the last 11 seasons, 5 titles for the Lakers, 9 trips to the NBA Finals. However, it feels like their time just might be up. LA has a roster that is getting older.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Hodges is out there with Grant. Then it's P.J. Armstrong. Then there's Purdue. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Now here's Green. Pass to Teagle. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Jordan. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Jordan with the ball. Hodges, that's good. Mark the state of this Lakers franchise. Will they be dominant, you think, this decade?
Kevin, it's going to be hard to sustain this level of excellence. I mean, Magic and Worthy getting older. This series, to me, feels like a changing of the guard in the midst.
First team foul.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, Kev. Michael is controlling the ball, controlling the game. Jordan's willingness to give up the rock. It is the big reason the Bulls are close to the title.
And, you know, Craig Hodges is one of those special utility players. He's mainly a three-point shooter and really relishes that role and has a great stroke.
Now here's Thompson, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Perhaps nerves, maybe frustration, but now is not the time for mistakes.
Yeah, control going to be the key here. That's the only way to get out of this thing.
They get it again. Here's Purdue. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Got to keep Purdue off the boards. He will burn you when you don't box him out.
And the Lakers with possession here. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Well, the Bulls defense, Clark, has come to play again. Pippen and Jordan are relentless.
They sure are. Seems like they never get tired, Kevin.